Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Viking Conquest Reforged Edition. Now, when we left off, we had suffered a rather terrible defeat at the hands of a band of renegades. Now, fortunately enough, we have caught up with a group of renegades, and we are about to take them on and hopefully show them who is boss. But this time around, I do believe we will be focusing the bandit leader a little bit more severely than we had previously. So, let's do it. So, we have 17. Yes, I thought I would have 20 to 25, but unfortunately many of the villagers are saying, oh, you know what, we're not going to give you any volunteers at all. So, yes, thankfully enough, we do have quite a few reasonable units, as we can see here. We do have some spearmen mostly, and we are going to be seeing how well this goes. Now, the one thing that we do need to do, of course, is to focus the bandit leader. As soon as we see him, we do need to take him out immediately, otherwise he is going to deal too much damage, in my opinion, for us to withstand any kind of chance of even prevailing in this encounter. So, let's just see what kind of formation they're going to be using here. It doesn't seem as though they're really going to be using any kind of formation, obviously. At this time, in the early game, there aren't any formations, so to speak. So we are going to be... Oh, they are skirmishers. Many of our units are skirmishers by the looks of things. Okay, we are going to have to be very careful here. Oh my goodness. Yes. No. No. Yes. Okay. Oh, we got some damage. That's actually not too bad. There we are. Take out those guys. Maybe we can take out this one as well. Thank you very much. Oh, we do seem to be running them down relatively easily. But do bear in mind... Oh, we have advanced to level 2. That's very nice. Do bear in mind, we are going to have a little bit of decapitation right there. Not too bad. And, of course, we do have the bandit leader here, too, who is now fleeing for his life. Excellent. Just what we want to see right here. Of course, we do need to now... Oh, my. Are we really going to run halfway across the map to be able to take this guy out? I hope someone has some throwing weapons remaining. Does someone have some throwing weapons? Yes, someone does. Unfortunately, they did miss. So that is not too good. Now we are seeming that we are going to be chasing after this guy for half the map. Maybe we will have enough athletic skill to be able to chase after him, but no. It appears as though that will not be the case. I'm hoping that we are still eligible to gain his equipment, even though he is running. Because I, for one, would very much like to gain his torso armor. I feel as though that would be a very, very good opportunity. And there he goes. Okay, so he did rout, unfortunately enough. But there it is. Hopefully we will be eligible, as I say. And there it is. We, had no casualties? We had no casualties. Wow, that's rather impressive. So, yes, 15 morale and 5 renown as well. Not too bad. We do get to take one of them prisoner as well. Our morale is now average. And we do get a sword, which I am actually going to use. I actually feel like that is going to be a little better. And, of course, in the last episode, they did steal one of our rawhide shields. So, I suppose, considering we now have the opportunity to loot another one, we are going to be taking that. Not too bad at all, if I do say so myself. And we do get a crude tunic, which is a little better than our previous one. So, we will be taking that as well, even though it is a minor upgrade at best. And we will now be taking absolutely everything else, too. I mean, why not? We may as well. Now, usually, as you may have seen in other series, I do not go after routed enemies, but this guy is a bandit leader, and I would love to be able to actually take him down. So we're going to try. Wow. Yeah. Oh, he surrenders. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he actually surrendered, and we now have him as a prisoner. That's actually rather nice, I gotta say. And now, can we loot? Ah, okay, I was a little bit unlucky there. I was hoping for his torso armor, but, well, what can I say? That's actually not too bad, if I do say so myself anyway. Now, you still have many tasks to complete your goal. Of course we do. Now, I would like to ask for potential recruits, but unfortunately enough, they are quite expensive, and I would like to be able to recruit some volunteers. So I think what we're going to be doing now is we're actually going to be heading down the breadth, well, not really the breadth, but the length of Britain, I suppose you could say, and we're going to be attempting to find a couple more bandits as time goes on. and hopefully be able to acquire a couple more prisoners along the way as well. So let's just head into this village here. Or not, as the case may be, because that is actually not a village. It is a keep of sorts. There is a boar herd as well. Now, I am going to... Yes, there we are. We gained a couple of those. I am still looking for the dog, mind you. Do bear in mind that in the last episode, there was a dog in the episode, but yes, the dog itself was actually moving. And if you have seen my guide on how to find the dog companion, self-plugging myself right here, then you would know that the stray dog actually stands still. So there is that to take into account. Oh, unfortunately enough, there is not one here. I am actually going to be moving my sausages to the lower levels of my inventory so that they do not get consumed just yet. And this is exactly what we wanted to do, isn't it? The ransom. And there is only one day, oh my goodness, one day left to be able to do this. Now we are going to be doing this at night, which I have to say is not great. So let's do this. I have no intention to pay you anything. I demand that you release the girl now. Oh yes. Okay, so this is actually a little bit problematic, I do believe. They have 25, but they are footpads, and footpads, as we know, are not necessarily the greatest combatant. So we are going to be heading in here. Hopefully our skirmishers will be able to prove their worth with their very good javelin throwing abilities. They would no doubt win the gold medal in the Olympics, hopefully. Anyway, let's just head up to the hill here. There's quite a lot of them, isn't there? I'm actually just realizing now that there are quite a lot of them. Oh yes. Let's be cautious, shall we? 25 versus 18. Okay, let's get ready. Let us get ready for the fight of our lives, shall we? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a lot of them. Okay, let's get our javelins in the best possible position and then hopefully take some of them out. Ooh, I'm hoping that they're going to get some really nice long-range shots. As we see there, the first footpad has been taken out. And I am now wielding a sword, so we're going to be seeing how well that goes. Come on. Let me get over here with my sword on board, technically. Oh, no. Okay, no. I'm going to tell everyone to charge in now, and hopefully not get myself killed in the process. This guy's actually attempting to assassinate us with a dagger. How dare he? Well, we are going to be taking him out. No problem at all. Oh, thank you very much for that decapitation as well. Wow. Okay, we are actually losing this, which is rather impressive, to say the least. Okay. Do you think I can do this? No, I cannot. I cannot do this. Goodness me, we really needed to do that, though. For the kidnapped girl, of course. And we have now been taken prisoner once again. Oh, after painful days of being dragged about. And, of course, we failed the quest as well. Goodness me. We are going to be cutting away here, and I will be doing a little bit of off-screen progress, and I will see you soon. Okay, so after our defeat by the footpads that we, in all likelihood, would have been able to take on, not entirely sure how we were able to suffer such a miserable defeat by the hands of them, but yes, it appears as though we will need to train ourselves, train our minds and bodies a little bit further. So, yes, to that effect, we are going to actually take a look at Borgar's attributes and skills, because he did level up, of course. Now, do take a look here. He has killed 9 enemies and wounded 4 enemies. And, well, right now his reputation is unknown. That's never a good thing, is it? No, never a good thing at all. So, let's go to our attributes and skills. We do have 2 skill points to spend. We have 5 5 in athletics. That's actually very nice. And I'm thinking... I am literally thinking we will go for surgery, as we do not have any companions right now. That is kind of, not really wanting to do that, to be honest. I would like to go for some riding skill, but as we know, ponies are very expensive. So that is probably not a good idea. Maybe Power Strike. Let's go for 1 more in Power Strike, and maybe 1 in surgery, just to give us a little bit of a chance to get some, well, unconsciousness instead of actual casualties. That might be a good idea. So without further ado, I think we are going to be taking on these thieves just to raise our morale ever so slightly, because obviously we do have a battle advantage of 2 right now, and you may notice that we have some Norse units, and there's a very good reason for that. I went to the Kingdom of Northumbria, and I decided, oh, you know what, let's go and get their units instead of the ones from the Kingdom of Warband, because I thought to myself, well, we are technically a Viking, so it would be rather nice to actually use the Viking units, and I feel like they are going to be a little bit more effective. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure about that, to be honest. They do seem to actually wield relatively similar equipment, so we're going to be seeing how well that goes. Obviously, we are fighting against some ruffians, and ruffians, as we know, are not exactly the most powerful unit, but we will hopefully thwart their efforts to defeat us anyway. Let's see, shall we? Most of them are slingers, and we do have shields, so I think we should be fine. In all likelihood, we will be fine, but you never know. As I thought we would defeat the footpads, now I'm a little bit worried about generally everything. Not entirely sure why we were defeated by those guys. I really thought that we had the units to be able to take those guys on, but it appears as though I grew overconfident with our power, and that is exactly our downfall many times. So let's just hope that our slingers are able to... Okay, a ruffian fell unconscious by absolutely nothing. Must be exhaustion or something. But hopefully our units will be able to take out the last one. I'm not entirely sure why we have a couple of people taking a little bit longer to get to the battle. Must be a morale issue, perhaps. But as you see, we actually have 22 spearmen instead of infantry, and I do really appreciate the infantry, to be honest. So let's just see how well that goes in the future. I do know that spearmen are very prevalent in Viking Conquest, and I don't know whether that has changed in the Reforged edition, but we will soon find out, no doubt. Now, as you can see, yes, our weekly wages are just below the amount of money that we currently have right now, so I am hoping for some very good loot. As we see here, not the greatest. Definitely not the greatest amounts of loot right there. But thankfully enough, we do get 94 pennies just from the victory itself. Now, I do happen to know that we saw a bandit party in this area over here, so I'm going to be making my way down, and we're going to see whether we can actually find them again. Maybe they were over here. A Northman Longfort. I'm thinking maybe we want to take these guys on. Shall we? Shall we take this? Okay, attack the... Oh, no. No. I think that's going to be a little bit too tricky. Okay. Wait a minute. Are they actually attacking us? Wait, we need to be a little bit careful here. Because these guys... Yeah, they are actually wanting to attack us. I can imagine that these guys are going to be very well equipped. So I do need to be very cautious. As you... Oh, no. This might actually be another reason to sign our death warrants right here. Oh, that would not be nice. Actually, our battle advantage is 2. So I feel like we should have the opportunity to gain a victory here. And maybe, just maybe even gain some very powerful armor in the process. That would be very nice, I gotta say. So, let's just take a look here. Well, they are moving rather slowly, so I feel like we could actually get a very nice formation going on here, and maybe just surround them when they engage upon us. That would be the greatest situation for us to have, maybe? We'll see. We will see when they arrive. And where are they, actually? Oh, there they are. I see them. Through the very small trees. Let's do this. I wonder what kind of armor they're wearing. I do know that the bandit leader is there, and the bandit leader is, of course, wearing some of the best torso armor that we have so far seen. I am hoping that the Vikings are actually not similarly equipped, otherwise we are going to be facing another defeat quite easily, in fact. So let's just see. Oh wow, some of them do actually have that torso armor. This is going to be a little bit worrying. Okay, come on. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're actually not doing too badly. If I can interrupt this fellow and actually do some damage to him. 5 damage, really. That's exactly what I mean. No! Oh no. Oh no. Okay, wait. If I can help this guy to defeat this fellow, we may actually have a chance. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. We may not actually have a chance. Who would have thought that? Who would have actually thought that? Well, I did say, oh, let's not attack their hideout. That is never a good sign, is it? And it appears as though, we are given the opportunity to attack them again with a very small amount of HP. We are going to take this opportunity because otherwise we're just going to surrender for nothing. And it's going to be never good, is it? Never good, no. But let me just say that I do believe Viking Conquest here has one of the most brutal early games, as far as I am concerned at least, because from what I can tell, if you're not fighting extremely easy opponents, you're going to be fighting extremely difficult opponents. So, yeah, there is a very difficult time finding opponents that are on the same level as you. At least, I am having that difficulty, so maybe some of you are as well. Oh my. Okay, let's do this, shall we, guys? Oh my goodness, okay. All of the enemies have very good equipment. And, oh, 42 damage. That was actually very, very nice. Oh, I hope I can take this guy out. At least this guy. Yes, there we go. We took out one of the Vikings. Excellent. Now, one of our units is running. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Oh, we did some damage. I gotta say, I'm actually rather impressed that we were able to do some damage to this fellow. And we took him out. Wow, are we... I was just about to say, are we actually going to win this? No, no. The answer is definitely no. We did take 6 damage from that Norway Viking right there. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. Well, the one thing I am going to do is I'm actually going to tell our unit to head back there and hold position because, well, no, he's actually just ignoring my commands. Of course he is. He is absolutely just ignoring my commands. Well, that's new. That is that is actually rather amusing, to say the least. Ah, yes. Go on then, Jeffrey. You gotta run for it. Go on. You gotta run. You gotta survive. At least you can be the only one that survive this particular engagement. Ah. Okay. Well, yeah. He is definitely he's running like nothing else. Goodness me. He is just running for the hills. And, well, he's technically not running for the hills. He's actually running downhill, but still. He is going to be at the edge of the battlefield in no time, and he is going to probably go for some pizza afterwards, because he's no doubt going to be so happy he's alive. He's going to be like, oh, screw it. We're going to have some cheese and all kinds of things on it. But nevertheless, there is a rather miserable defeat once again. So, my goodness, I cannot believe that. Okay, so we are going to be taken prisoner once again. Please don't take anything from me. No, they only took 45 pennies. That's actually not too bad. And there it is. We are now on our lonesome once again. By our lonesome, should I say. And, yeah, it appears I'm going to have to do a little bit more off-screen than I anticipated. So, once again, I thank you very much for watching a rather interesting episode. I would say that it was one of, well, a roller coaster, shall we say. At one point we were actually quite high up and doing quite well, and then we were down, and then we were up again, and then we were down once again. So it appears as though the roller coaster has derailed and killed us all. So I thank you once again very much for watching, and I will see you next time.